Astrological aspect analysis, the Gaza versus Israel conflict, August 10th, August 17th, 2024, by Ambrosius Holloway. As we cast our gaze upon the celestial map that charts the destiny of nations, we find the heavens aligning in a way that speaks volumes of the tensions brewing between Gaza and Israel during this fateful week in August 2024. The key aspects for the week. Conjunctions. The Sun conjunct Moon at 26° Leo emerges as a celestial beacon, illuminating the intense drama that plays out on the world stage. Leo, with its regal and authoritative air, brings leadership to the forefront. This conjunction, likely near the midheaven, commands attention, drawing the world's eyes to the figureheads who steer the course of this conflict. We are reminded of the importance of leaders who not only embody national pride, but also have the foresight to consider the long-term well-being of all involved. In this heated atmosphere, where pride and authority clash like titans, leaders must set goals that are not only clear and resolute, but also deeply humane, integrating the emotional and practical needs of their people while maintaining a delicate balance. In the historical tapestry of conflicts past, such as the tense days leading to the Cuban Missile Crisis, we see how leadership under the astrological influence of Leo can become the linchpin of fate. A failure to temper pride with wisdom could ignite a firestorm. Conversely, a measured approach could steer the world back from the brink. Here the call is clear. Leadership must transcend mere posturing and embrace a person-centered ethos, one that recognizes the humanity behind the headlines. Next, we witness Mars conjunct Mercury at 26° Virgo and 10° Virgo, a conjunction that sharpens the mind to a razor's edge. In the history of warfare, we've seen this aspect reflected in the precise and ruthless strategies of military campaigns that turned the tide of history. The energy of Mars infuses Mercury's analytical prowess with a fiery determination, driving strategic decisions with cold, exacting logic. This aspect hints at the potential for aggressive communications and sharp critiques, with leaders wielding words as weapons. Yet, the cautionary tale of history advises that in such moments, it is the cooler heads that prevail. Leaders must seek to understand the underlying needs of both sides, striving to use clear and objective language that de-escalates rather than inflames. The annals of diplomacy remind us that strategic objectives should prioritize not only victory, but also the resolution of conflict in the pursuit of lasting peace. In the emotional landscape shaped by Venus conjunct Moon at 25° and 26° Leo, we find the heart of the matter. Venus, the planet of love and cohesion, mingles with the Moon's tender emotional currents, casting a warm glow over the conflict's humanitarian dimensions. This conjunction emphasizes the power of emotional appeal and the importance of social cohesion, echoing the humanitarian efforts that have punctuated even the most brutal conflicts in history. During the Second World War, the emphasis on humanitarian relief, whether through the efforts of organizations like the Red Cross or the wartime leadership's appeals to unity, demonstrated how compassion could be a powerful tool even amid devastation. In public sympathy, a potent force under this alignment should be harnessed to support humanitarian efforts, integrating care for the afflicted within the larger societal context. This is not merely a call to action, but a call to foster a culture of peace, one that seeks to mend the wounds of war and lay the foundations for a future where such conflicts are but a distant memory. The celestial narrative woven by these aspects reminds us that the stars, while distant and aloof, reflect the struggles and triumphs of humanity in their eternal dance. As we navigate the treacherous waters of the Gaza versus Israel conflict, let us heed the lessons etched in the stars and the annals of history, lessons that urge us to seek wisdom, compassion, and peace in the face of turmoil. Mars conjunct Sun, 13° Leo and 26° Virgo, the burning heart of conflict. As the fiery war god Mars joins forces with the radiant Sun, we see an alignment that channels immense energy into the actions and decisions that will shape this conflict. The Sun, embodying leadership, vitality, and purpose, entwines with Mars' aggressive and assertive nature, creating a powerful force that could easily drive nations into the throes of escalation. This conjunction is a call to arms, reminiscent of the intense mobilizations seen throughout history, where the fervor of leaders and generals led to decisive, albeit often destructive, outcomes. But in the midst of this celestial fervor, we are reminded of the age-old wisdom that true strength lies not in force, but in the ability to harness power for constructive change. The energy of this conjunction, while potent, can be redirected from the battlefield to the negotiating table. Leaders, both military and political, should be urged to focus on actions that foster stability, not further conflict. Just as the ancient generals of Rome were reminded by their advisors of the cost of war on the everyday lives of their citizens, so too must modern leaders assess the impact of their decisions on individual households and communities. The path forward must be one where the intensity of Mars and the leadership of the Sun are used to build, not to destroy, prioritizing peace over escalation at every turn. Oppositions, the struggle between authority and the limits of power. Sun opposition Saturn, 13 degrees Leo and 1 Pisces, the weight of responsibility. The opposition of the Sun to Saturn paints a picture of a struggle as old as time, the battle between authority and limitation. This celestial tug-of-war reflects the tensions within nations, where leadership decisions meet with resistance, and the burden of pride must be balanced with the weight of responsibility. History has shown us, from the fall of empires to the struggles of modern democracies, that when authority becomes disconnected from the realities of its people, it falters. The challenge here is for leaders to recognize the importance of this balance. In navigating this astrological landscape, it is imperative that leadership involve all stakeholders in the decision-making process, ensuring that the voices of the people are heard and their concerns addressed. This opposition is a call for wisdom, for leadership that does not simply command but listens, understanding that true power lies in the trust and support of the population. By embracing this approach, resistance can be reduced and a more cohesive national strategy can emerge, one that balances pride with the responsibility to care for and protect all citizens. Moon opposition Saturn, 26 degree Leo and 1 Pisces, emotional turmoil versus authority. The Moon's opposition to Saturn brings to the forefront the emotional currents that run beneath the surface of authority. This aspect speaks to the tensions that arise when leadership decisions clash with the public's emotional responses, creating a landscape fraught with resistance and potential unrest. Throughout history, we have seen how public sentiment can sway the course of nations, from the French Revolution to the civil rights movements of the 20th century. The emotional resistance to perceived injustice or overreach by authority is a powerful force that can shape the destiny of a nation. In the context of this conflict, it is crucial for leadership to focus on fostering emotional resilience within the community. Trust must be built, not by force, but through empathy and understanding. Leaders should strive to demonstrate that they are not only in command, but also in tune with the needs and emotions of their people. This opposition calls for a mature, interdependent relationship between authorities and citizens, where decisions are made with the collective emotional well-being in mind, promoting a sense of unity and shared purpose. Mercury opposition Neptune, 10 degrees Virgo and 25 degrees Pisces, the fog of war. In the dance between Mercury and Neptune, we encounter the fog of war, confusion, deception, and the ever-present danger of miscommunication. This opposition warns of the potential for misinformation or misinterpretation to play a significant role in the ongoing conflict, much like the disinformation campaigns that have clouded past wars and conflicts, leading to misunderstandings that have had dire consequences. To navigate this murky terrain, rigorous checks must be implemented to ensure clarity and truth in communication. Just as military leaders throughout history have relied on clear and accurate intelligence to guide their strategies, so too must today's leaders ensure that their communications are free from the distortions of misinformation. Cultural sensitivities must be carefully considered to prevent misinterpretations that could escalate tensions. Regular evaluations should be conducted to adjust strategies as needed, ensuring that communication remains transparent and effective, cutting through the fog to reveal the true nature of events. Trines, the gentle harmony of opportunity and innovation. Sun trine Jupiter, 13 degrees Leo and 13 degrees Taurus, the expansive power of leadership. As the Sun forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, the largest and most benevolent of planets, we are gifted with an aspect that amplifies the positive qualities of leadership and authority. This celestial alignment, rooted in the steadfastness of Taurus and the regal energy of Leo, suggests a period where successful expansion and the garnering of support from foreign allies come to the fore. The echoes of history, from the Golden Age of Greece to the Renaissance, remind us that when leadership is supported by wisdom and generosity, nations flourish and peace is attainable. This is a time when leaders are encouraged to seize the moment, to embrace opportunities for diplomatic expansion, and to strengthen bonds with allies. The confidence gained from such successful initiatives will not only bolster current efforts, but will also lay the groundwork for sustained progress toward peaceful solutions. By recognizing and celebrating these triumphs, leaders can inspire their people and the world at large, fostering a collective sense of hope and determination. The Sun's radiance, enhanced by Jupiter's expansive influence, can light the way toward a future where cooperation and diplomacy reign supreme. Mars trine Uranus, 26 degrees Virgo and 22 degrees Taurus, the spark of innovation in conflict. Mars, the planet of action and drive, finds itself in a dynamic trine with Uranus, the harbinger of innovation and sudden change. This aspect is a powerful indicator of the potential for groundbreaking strategies in military actions or conflict resolutions. Throughout history, moments of unexpected brilliance, like the invention of radar during World War II or the use of unconventional tactics in the American Revolution, have turned the tide in seemingly intractable conflicts. Under this influence, we may witness a sudden shift in tactics or the introduction of technological advancements that could play a pivotal role in the ongoing conflict. But the stars also offer a challenge: to channel this innovative energy toward nonviolent strategies that prioritize resolution over escalation. Leaders and strategists should be encouraged to collaborate with creative thinkers and technologists, seeking out new methods to address challenges and reduce violence. The trine between Mars and Uranus offers the potential to break free from the constraints of traditional warfare, opening the door to solutions that are as unexpected as they are effective. Venus trine Neptune, 25 degrees Leo and 25 Pisces, the harmonious dance of compassion and practicality. In the gentle embrace of Venus and Neptune, we find a trine that speaks to the blending of emotional ideals with the realities of the world. Venus, the planet of love and harmony, aligns with Neptune, the dreamer, who governs compassion and spiritual connection. This aspect suggests a period where attempts to find peaceful solutions or compassionate approaches to conflict may come to the forefront. It is a reminder of the power of empathy and the importance of seeing beyond the immediate to the deeper human connections that bind us all. This trine offers a unique opportunity to leverage these harmonious energies in fostering peaceful negotiations that respect the rights and dignity of all parties involved. The compassionate idealism of Neptune, grounded by Venus in Leo, urges us to focus on building relationships based on mutual respect and shared values. Leaders should be encouraged to listen, not just with their ears, but with their hearts, to engage in dialogue that seeks to heal rather than harm. The harmonious dance of Venus and Neptune offers a blueprint for a world where love and understanding guide us toward lasting peace. Squares, the clashing forces of challenge and opportunity. Sun square Uranus, 13 degrees Leo and 22 degrees Taurus, the unpredictable surge of rebellion. In the cosmic theater, the square between the Sun and Uranus ignites a tension that speaks to the volatile nature of leadership under fire. Leo's proud and steadfast energy, represented by the Sun, comes into sharp conflict with the rebellious and unpredictable force of Uranus and Taurus. This aspect has historically signaled times of sudden upheaval where the established order is challenged by forces that demand change, often in ways that catch leaders off guard. The echoes of past revolutions, where entrenched powers were upended by unexpected movements, resonate strongly under this alignment. Leaders must brace for these sudden disruptions, understanding that the status quo may no longer be tenable. The key to navigating this turbulent period lies in flexibility, establishing strategies that are not rigid but adaptable, capable of responding swiftly to the shocks and surprises that Uranus is known to bring. By regularly reviewing and evaluating the evolving situation, leaders can make timely adjustments that mitigate disruption and harness these challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. In this square, the cosmos sends a clear message. Adaptability is the strength that will see leadership through the storm. Mars square Pluto, 2060 Virgo and 2070 Capricorn, the struggle for power in the shadow of conflict. As Mars in Virgo squares off against Pluto in Capricorn, we encounter one of the most intense and potentially destructive aspects in the astrological arsenal. This alignment conjures images of power struggles and confrontations that can escalate into violence if not carefully managed. History is replete with instances where such a square has signaled periods of extreme tension, where the drive to assert power clashed violently with the deep-seated forces of control and transformation that Pluto represents. The energy of Mars, focused and critical in Virgo, meets the unyielding and authoritative force of Pluto in Capricorn, creating a potent mix that could easily spill over into conflict. In these moments of heightened tension, the importance of leadership that prioritizes peace and stability over dominance becomes paramount. Leaders must recognize that power struggles, if left unchecked, can lead to destruction rather than resolution. The key to overcoming the challenges posed by this square lies in fostering collaboration and open dialogue. By bringing conflicting parties to the table and encouraging a shared vision for the future, leaders can de-escalate tensions and steer the situation away from the brink of violence. The lesson of Mars square Pluto is clear. True strength lies not in dominance, but in the ability to bring people together to create lasting peace. Sextiles, the gentle pathways of opportunity. Mercury sextile Jupiter, 10 degrees Virgo and 13 degrees Taurus, the symphony of strategic communication. In the harmonious dance of Mercury sextile Jupiter, we find a celestial alignment that perfectly supports communication and strategic thinking. This aspect is a beacon for diplomats, strategists, and leaders alike, offering a rare and precious opportunity to convey messages with clarity, wisdom, and foresight. The meticulous nature of Mercury in Virgo blends seamlessly with Jupiter's expansive influence in Taurus, creating a fertile ground for the successful dissemination of information and the fostering of collaborative efforts. This aspect calls for an enhancement of diplomatic endeavors, urging leaders to encourage open and strategic communication that aligns with principles of cooperation and mutual respect. Just as the great negotiators of history, like Talleyrand during the Congress of Vienna, used their skill to craft lasting agreements, so too can today's leaders leverage this aspect to build bridges where walls once stood. By fostering an environment where accurate information is shared freely and collaboratively, this sextile supports problem solving that is as effective as it is inclusive, guiding all parties toward a resolution that benefits the collective good. Sun sextile Venus, 13 Leo and 25 Leo, the charisma of leadership and diplomacy. The Sun sextile to Venus brings a golden opportunity for public relations and diplomacy to shine. This aspect, with both planets in the regal sign of Leo, suggests a time when leadership can be not only effective, but also deeply charismatic and beloved. Venus, the planet of harmony and relationships, lends her support to the Sun's leadership, creating a climate where diplomacy can flourish and public relations can be strengthened. This aspect should be harnessed to emphasize the importance of social support systems and the role they play in the peaceful resolution of conflicts. Leaders can use this time to engage the public in meaningful dialogue, promoting positive relationships and fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. The charisma of leadership under this sextile can be a powerful tool, helping to build trust and cooperation among people and nations alike. Just as leaders in the past have used their charm and wisdom to navigate tumultuous times, so too can today's leaders use this aspect to guide their people toward peace and stability. Quincunxes, the uneasy balance of action and limitation. Mars quincunx Saturn, 26 degree Virgo and 1 degree Pisces, the tension between ambition and reality. The quincunx between Mars and Saturn represents an aspect of tension and misalignment, where the drive to act meets the sobering reality of restrictions and limitations. Mars, with its relentless energy in Virgo, seeks to push forward to achieve and to conquer. Yet Saturn, standing firm in Pisces, imposes boundaries that frustrate these efforts, creating a scenario where ambitions are curbed and actions must be recalibrated. This aspect serves as a reminder that not all efforts will proceed smoothly, and that patience and strategic adjustment are essential. Leaders must carefully assess the situation, recognizing the limitations imposed by reality and working to align their actions with realistic objectives. History has shown us that those who can adapt to such challenges, who can temper their ambitions with a clear-eyed view of what is achievable, are the ones who ultimately succeed. By balancing the drive of Mars with the discipline of Saturn, leaders can ensure that their strategies are not only bold, but also grounded in practicality, leading to outcomes that are both effective and sustainable. Conclusion: navigating the complex tides of conflict. The week of August 10th to August 17th, 2024, stands as a period marked by intense astrological activity, with the stars painting a picture of significant conflict, strategic decisions, and the potential for escalation. The strong emphasis on the signs of Leo, Virgo, and Taurus suggests a focus on leadership, practical concerns, and the management of resources, areas where careful planning and decisive action will be crucial. The presence of challenging aspects involving Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune adds layers of complexity, indicating that unexpected developments, power struggles, and potential deception or confusion could play pivotal roles. These influences call for heightened vigilance and a strategic approach that prioritizes clarity, transparency, and collaboration. In such a charged environment, the subtler influences of minor aspects and progressions must not be overlooked. These quieter currents can provide valuable insights, inspire creative solutions, and guide the evolution of the situation in ways that might not be immediately apparent. By embracing a holistic approach that considers both the major and minor astrological influences, leaders can navigate the challenges of this week with wisdom and foresight, steering the situation toward a resolution that honors both the immediate. As the stars continue their eternal dance, they remind us of the power of adaptability, the importance of strategic thinking, and the enduring strength of collaboration. In the face of tension and conflict, these qualities will be the guiding lights that lead toward a future where peace and stability